guys, AYT here, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys' week's going well. Mine definitely is. And yeah, so as you can read by the title, this is What If Deku Was a Weapon Remastered, because I completely messed up on the normal What If Deku Was a Weapon, and yeah, it didn't really go well. So enough chat, let's get into this. We begin at the very start of humanity, to the times where it's believed demons, angels, devils, and gods ruled in coexistence. These beliefs were indeed somewhat true. The four species were very real, however. Not no. The four species were very real. However, not all of them lived in peace. There was a group known throughout the universe. They called themselves the Order. I know, so original, right? This name struck fear into many hearts, and even into the devils and some devils and demons and angels, though the gods did not fear them, as they knew the Order were also made up of gods. So Kunja, who I've decided to put as the Demon King, and Shimi, the Demon Queen, were informed about, the Order being in gods, and they trained up an army. However, even an army of demons and devils cannot stop the gods, because that's just the way it is. The end. Yep, I'm finished. I'm joking. So Inko closed the book and kissed the sleeping Izuku on the head. Sleep well. Tomorrow's a big day. She silently walked out and shut the door, and walked downstairs, where Hisashi was, sitting at the bar table. He was silent and looked calm, but when Inko looked into his eyes, she could see the anxiety and distraught. What's wrong? Hisashi sighed. I'm worried Izuku will be a weapon, and he already doesn't have a quirk. And on top of that, with the way he's being treated at school, I'm just scared of what will happen. Inko hugged Hisashi, and yeah, he hugged Hisashi and, you know, whispered in his ear, either way, he's our son. I'm sure we'll find a way to make him push through it, and he'll be fine. Hisashi smiled and he kissed Inko's head before going upstairs to bed. So the next morning, Izuku woke up bright and early. Today is the day. I gotta find out my quirk. He went straight to his parents' room and was actually no he didn't. He got up bright and early, showered, got it ready, and he went to his parents' room to go wake them up. Surprised to see that they were actually ready to go. So they all left and went to the doctor. And Izuku was jumping around the whole trip, very excited, obviously. So at the doctor's office, well, skip to the doctor's office after they've already, like, I don't even know what they do, scan Izuku, whatever. Sorry, sweetie, I'm afraid you have no quirk. You're not even a Meister or a weapon, you're just a normal child. Bear in mind, this was a girl. No, this was a female doctor. The quirk doctor, let's just say he was on holiday. Okay, the quirk doctor was on holiday. This is a female doctor. I'm not about to make a man say sweetie, because that's kind of like weird. I mean, if you into that, then you into that. But yeah, so Izuku's, Hisashi's, and Inko's heart, they virtually stopped. Like they missed multiple beats at the words that came out of the woman's mouth. Izuku looked at his mom, heartbroken, and then the tears came. Inko looked at Hisashi, who was pacing up and down the room, and then she looked at Izuku, he was already drenched. Okay, he was already drenched in his own tears. You know what? And anime tears are flipping like the size of rocks. So yeah. So Inko, she begged the doctor, please, there's got to be something you can do. Give. Don't you have those bullets that can take away and give quirks? And sorry, ma'am, those were confiscated and they're illegal too. Izuku, he carried on crying, and unfortunately, they had to go home. And on the way home, it was silent. No one spoke, and Inko would look into the mirror to see Izuku's lifeless eyes, because he wasn't crying anymore. He just basically, yeah, there was like no shine in his eyes at all. So when they arrived home, Izuku walked up to his room and he put on the video like he does in the anime of All Might, the thing. And then his mom knocks on his door and oh gee, oh my lord. What is that? Okay, so yeah, he puts on the video and Inko goes into his room and sees Izuku crying again. You know, Mom, can I still be a hero? And Inko, her heart was broken because, I'm pretty sure any mom's heart was broken, like would be broken. So yeah, so she was heartbroken, and her having to say no would like, you know, it Izuku was really broken. It basically shattered him, but she said no, and Izuku, he was just like, oh, okay. And he just carried on watching the video. So Inko decided that, she'd give him some time alone, some peace. And I'm gonna say cause I want to make Hisashi. I'm gonna say Hisashi has Byakugan. He has X-ray vision. He can see through walls. Nothing else. Just walls. All right. Just walls. Okay. Now that's out of the way. So I'm gonna say when Inko was downstairs, Izuku he locked his door, and you know Inko I'm gonna say Hisashi and Inko didn't take any mind to this because you know locking his door and yeah. Also with Hisashi's X-ray vision, I'm gonna say it's a mutation, so he can't switch it off. So he always can see through walls. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. Oh, that would be so damn weird. Oh no, I would not want that. Anyway, so yeah, so Izuku he locked the door, and I'm gonna say Hisashi he could hear, not hear, he could see someone kicking their legs and a rope hanging from the ceiling. So he was just like, Inko, go get Izuku now, and because Inko has psychokinesis, because she liked that. So Inko she flipping flew herself upstairs and used the psychokinesis to bust down the door. And inside it, she saw Izuku. She saw Izuku just dying, basically, just letting him, not even struggling anymore, just letting the air be like sucked out of him, basically, right? Struggling to breathe. So she untied the belt around his neck and she hugged Izuku, crying like crazy. And then Hisashi also came and, he started crying too. Like, so Izuku looked at his mom with his lifeless eyes still and was just like, Mom, why? I've got no reason to. And Izuku was cut off by the slap connection of his mom's hand to his cheek. Woo! Man, like a proper African slap, bro. If you don't know what an African or Asian slap feels like, you're so damn lucky. Anyway, bullshit, Izuku. You could be the devil's son for all I care. And I would still love you and do the same thing that I just did. Deku, he looked at his mom with a shocked expression, and his eyes gained the life that they once had. Maybe being a normal child would be so bad. Well, with this family. Anyway, we're gonna skip to 3 months later. Wait, I'm just gonna say Izuku's in school now, okay? Izuku's in school. Bakugo already has his quirk. He's 4 years old. Let's just do that. So, come out, boy. Come out, boy. Bakugo said. And he he was oh, script. He was walking around the forest, well, playground forest, and looking for whoever he was looking for. And a twig snapped behind him. Found you. Horror movie, bro. So Bakugo propelled himself forward and grabbed a boy by the throat. You've been a real pain in the ass, you know that? That is like real pain in the ass, you know that? Snitching, snitching, snitching. Ooh, you should get a punishment. Is Bakugo, he started squeezing the boy's throat, and Deku, I'm gonna say Deku saw this, and before he processed what was going on with his mind, his legs had already started running, and he was behind Bakugo. Leave him alone, Katsuki. Bakugo turned around and he looked at, he looked at Deku. Katsuki, Katsuki, who the hell gave you the rights to call me Katsuki, Deku? And he, you know, he let go of the boy and went to Deku and started beating up, Deku. He beat him up a lot more only because he called him Katsuki and first name basis, which they never had. So he beat up Deku, and around the time, because I'm gonna say the boy fell unconscious. Around the time the boy woke up, Izuku was he had a bloody he had a broken nose and a broken arm. Wakey wakey, time for round two. So this time I'll explode your fingers,
And eat
then your
both your
arms,
arms and then
then
both of your
after
legs,
that
and then we will eat
I'll
your
freeze
face
on
right off your
you
head.
like
Do
a
you understand?
shit.
Please.
If
Yes.
you don't
So
get it,
you will be this armless,
Venom,
legless,
okay?
faceless
Venom,
thing, won't you?
basically.
Rolling down the
Venom.
street like a
So
turd.
yeah, so Deku was there and he's just like, you said you'd let him go. Katsuki shrugged, just like, you should never believe me. So the boy tried to run away, but he was dragged back. No, no, please. Um, I don't know how to make. I'll just put in a sound effect. The boy screamed. His entire thing was gone. Like that thing was out of existence. Deku's anger reached to a new level. Kachan, stop! Next finger, the boy screamed again. This time something changed in Izuku. He It's like all his anger went into his hand and it took on a form of a weapon. It became a sword. And it was surrounded in kind of like a black energy. Izuku's voice incredibly deepened. Boy, you need to leave. Bakugo, he was kind of shocked. He was like shook by Izuku's voice, so he accidentally let go of the boy, who ran for his damn life. He ran like even he like called the police and you think your blade and your deepened voice will scare me? I'll just blow you up too. Bakugo ran to Izuku and well, he smiled. Deku smiled. Bakugo felt Bakugo he like felt a chill down his spine, but he pushed it away and still carried on like running, going to Izuku. And when he got past Izuku, he felt an excruciating amount of pain. And he looked at the fingers. He looked at two fingers on his right arm, on his right hand, that were no longer there. They were missing. My my fingers! Katsuki then screamed. What the hell did you do? You monster! Izuku looked at him smiling. I'm the monster. You're the one who started blowing up people's fingers. Speaking about fingers, Oh, it seems that you are missing. Tell me, Kachan, or Katsuki, do you miss them? Your fingers? And I'm gonna end it there. That is chapter 1 of What If Deku Was a Weapon part. What if Deku was a what? What if Deku was a weapon remastered? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, peace out.